So this is a 1,200 mile review on my CRF450RL. There's some things that I do like about it. There's a few things I don't like about it. I'll tell you what I have and haven't done to the bike and what I'm going to be eventually doing. So come on, let's just get you down in here and so you can see it. Come on. First things first. Exhaust. So when I got this bike, bought it brand new from the dealership with 0 miles on it. It now has 1,200 miles on it. I ride it every day that I can. We got a 1226. The exhaust really restricts it on some power. Plus it sounds horrible. This exhaust, I think it was like $800. Comes with the spark arrestor, the spark arrestor sticker. Right now I'm just running the baffle. Yeah, the exhaust, no bueno. It's okay if you're just gonna be cruising it around and you want it to stay quiet, that's fine. Now let's go on to the tail tidier, the tail light, and the license plate holder. So it still is a factory tail light, which is cool. I went with the Yoshi tail tidy kit, which really tucks it up nice underneath there. It bolts on 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts to the factory. This tail tidy is worth it. It comes with a really nice LED light under there, which is amazing. If you're contemplating on getting this mount, I suggest you do it because one, it makes the bike look way better in the back. The plate's not hanging down here like it normally is on the stock one. This is actually the very first thing that I did to the bike before I did exhaust, intake, and ECU. Number 2, tires. So the tires that come on this bike is a DID tire. It's a 50/50 street dirt tire. I ended up not liking that at all, especially the front tire. It kept feeling like it was going to wash out on me a lot. Didn't have very much grip, and like the loose gravel, the sand especially, was the worst. So I ended up switching it to a MX-53 Geomax Dunlop tire. I've been riding this on the street for about, I'd say 300 miles, maybe 400 miles. About 50 miles, maybe 100 miles was off-road so far. As you can see, I mean, it's not the best for the tire, but it's really not doing as much as I thought it would to the tire. So it's still kind of holding together on the asphalt. One thing I did notice about switching to a dirt tire on this bike was that when you're on the road, the little paintings in the road, like the little, when you're splitting lanes, it wants to catch the tire a little bit, so you got to be really careful on how you're riding it. The paintings on the road will affect ride. Third thing, ECU. So the stock ECU on this bike is set up to meet a lot of California emission standards and really tune the bike down to where it can run efficiently for the California regulations, and I guess all other states that require emissions. Well, with me, I went with a Moto Get SX1 ECU. I got the map selector switch on the handlebars, and ever since I've owned this ECU on this bike, it has been a night and day difference. When you ride it, when you're idling, when you're at a stoplight. This bike, when I had stock ECU, stock intake, stock exhaust, this bike would flare up and shut off right at the stoplight and it seemed to always shut off right when the light would turn green too. So I'd be sitting there starting the bike, all the other cars are right behind me, just kind of, I was just kind of unsafe and uncomfortable. Ever since I switched to this ECU, it has not once flared up on me in traffic. It has not shut off on me ever unless I stall it, which I rarely do. What's cool is you can get inside the app as well, and you can do all kinds of modifications to the bike. You can do all types of fuel mapping and altercations to your tune. Because we can do the Get SX1 app to the bike. You can see it's all connected right here. Bike's on. You want to start the bike. We have our monitors right here. Not only can we monitor the bike, you can see air temps, throttle voltage, system voltage, ride mode. We got RPM on the bike. And then we can also do tuning, factory maps. You can change it all different types of maps. Monitor 1, monitor 2. As you can see, we have, we're around 18, should be I think 18 or 1900 RPM. I can't remember what the Tacomoto calls for. See diagnostics. Oh, I actually have a code on here. ECM control relay circuit malfunction. That's cool. And then now it actually says no, okay, no errors. Must have just been something stored in there, who knows. And then go back to our monitors. And let's see, we can also see water temp, air temps, everything from this app. So if you have a RAM mount, and you have it on your handlebars, you can have it monitoring as you're riding, which would be cool. Everything that you want to do. Another thing that I do not agree with upon California emissions, blah blah blah, was all their smog stuff. As you can see, it's all deleted with the Tacomoto desmog kit. Makes it super clean. You get this breather valve from the intake, or I'm sorry, to the valve cover. You have a Tacomoto check valve inside the hose here, so it only lets air pressure out, doesn't let air in. Everything's deleted, looks really clean. I left the mount for the I guess like recycle breather box looking clear tank. Charcoal canister as well, I guess is all in one mount, so I removed that as well. The kit also comes with a kickstand plug so that you can not have that issue where sometimes these switches inside of this kickstand, they go bad, so that could leave you stranded out on the trail. It's a real hassle. You can see right here, it just, no, this is just a delete plug that I have on there. I need to kind of tuck that up better. The kickstand plug is up there as well somewhere. It's just basically a jumper wire that goes from the end of this wire to the plug. It plugs in, it has a nice factory plug, it keeps all the dirt out. Yeah. So that's my review so far, 1,200 miles in. I'll give you guys probably another review at like 2,000 miles of any issues that I have. And I want to give a shout out to SE1 high gloss coating, new bike in a can. This stuff is amazing. I had that feeling of like, oh, my bike's getting dirty, it's not shining as it should. If you look in here, it looks like brand new again, like it just came off the factory. This stuff, you spray it on, wipe it off, done. Gives it that glossy look again. Because after you ride it, just that dust kind of gets caked on there. Makes it look kind of weird. But yeah, this was my review of my bike so far, what I've done to it, what I'm all going to do to it. And then here in the future we have some more upgrades coming for the bike, which I'm not going to reveal at the moment because it will spoil the next video. So if you like what you see, go ahead, comment, like the video, subscribe. My next videos will probably be done here. It'll be a little while before I do, because I am ordering a new moto vlogging setup. I got a cam coming soon. I have the new DJI mini mic that I'll be using, and we'll be making more content here soon. This bike will be out on the road here soon, just because of the weather. It's not very fun to ride in the rain. Alright guys, happy trail riding, happy riding, stay safe.